What's up, everybody? This is OC, the guy who does all of the sketches and the sketch videos, and you see my art on YouTube. I go by OC Artworks. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok, and I'm doing the time lapse videos. I'm one half of BAM Comics, and this is just like a quick story time to just air out some dirty laundry that I want to be forthright with you and put this stuff behind me, because as an artist in the community I feel that we need transparency, right? We need clarity if we want to move ahead and we want to be successful, in this business, which is, you know, it's crazy. There's so many amazing artists out there. But what this video is going to be about is how artists entering the game get taken advantage of, get scammed, if you will. It's directed at, I won't say the person's name here, but we just finished tabling at her event at Puchicon. And this, a disclaimer here, because I want no one to be confused about the information that I'm setting across in this video. Okay, I'm not here to bash uh, an event. Okay, there are people who have worked at this particular event who work really hard, who are really professional, so it is not aimed at them. It is aimed at those promoters who feel that because they have the name and the status that they have, that it's okay for them, that it's permissible, that it's an unspoken law that they can take advantage of people in good faith and continue to do so. I'm not the first, and I definitely won't be the last artist who is going to be speaking up on this subject. But in the art community, I think there's a dangerous trend to work for free. Okay, now when you do a job, you expect to get paid. Okay, and that's fair. That's the contract that you enter into when you work. You offer your services, and you are reimbursed for the services that you have provided. You have added value. And because you have added value, then you are reimbursed. And then that's how you can maintain your livelihood, your lifestyle. That's how you're able to maintain yourself in the world. And that's where we work. We work in a world of laws, you see? So once you take advantage of the service and you don't provide that support, then you scam people. And so the issue here, it's bigger than Puchicon. The issue is, for example, and I'm gonna say in my case, that as an artist starting out, because BAM Comics is still new. We started in 2021, and it was during 2022 that I tabled for my first Puchicon, and it was a positive. I could say that at that time it was a positive experience. This put me into contact with the founder of the event, because at the time when BAM Comics was going around to all of the conventions, I was creating promotional materials. So the story is really broken into two parts: how I got to meet the founder of the convention and the event that we just had. So she liked the art that I had made. I had made an art that was a collage that I repurposed into a poster called the Kawaii Explosion. Some of you may have known of it. But long story short, she approached me and asked me if I would like to go ahead and design promotional items for her next convention. And I thought that this was a great chance, to get my name out there and to expose my art more in the community. So, I said, great, let's do that, right? Let's make that arrangement. Now, when it came time for the actual logistics of the payment, And I'm not going to get into too much of the details there, maybe later on. But the fact of the matter was the payment wasn't financial, monetary. It was a contract of, okay, uh, tables, tables at her convention for the work that I was going to do. Now, as an artist, you shouldn't work for free. You should have your payment, or at least half of that payment up front, or if you're comfortable, the other half of the payment when you complete the job. But the payment has to be monetary, because in my case, when I accepted these tables on good faith, I was under the assumption that this founder, this promoter, would put me in Artist Alley, would put BAM Comics, OC Artworks, Fabi Creates in Artist Alley. And that's not what happened. What ended up happening was we were placed right outside of Artist Alley in a corner, in a darkened corner. You might as well had our table in a janitor's closet. So this is why I say artists get taken advantage on the daily, and this was just my experience. I didn't appreciate that, because it's like, how would you feel, right? Like, and think of it in my case, where, okay, now you have the job, now your payment, you've already done all of the files, and in addition to doing the files, in addition to doing the badges, right, that she wanted her event, she would add more onto it. So she would add more onto the initial contract. You see, that's another thing that you artists, if there is a request or a commission that needs to be done, it has to be done completely in writing, and all of the terms have to be set. Because if not, what's going to happen is you're going to have a client, right, who's going to want a particular item, and then when you deliver that item, the client is going to ask for more on top of it. Okay, I'll do your 3-day badges. I'll do your VIP badges. I'll do your regular customer badges. Great. Can you do a banner? Great. Can you do a sign? And then, you start piling up all of this work on top of the original agreement, on top of the original thing that you said. So guess who's winning? Guess who's winning in this equation? She's winning. The person is winning. The person is taking advantage of you, because while you're working and you're giving these files and handing over this art, because you're an artist that's new to the game and you want to get your name out there by any means necessary, people are going to take advantage of you. People are going to take advantage of your skills. Oh, wow, this guy's desperate, man. He wants his art shown here. He wants his art shown there. Let me see. I like your art. Okay, let me promote it. Could I put your art on a shirt? And then I'll say no, because, oh, you want to collaborate? And then I'll say no, because what ends up happening is if you say yes, they'll take your work and then they'll profit off of it. They'll take your work and then they'll put it on a shirt, and then they'll sell that shirt for $20. And then they're the ones that are getting the money. They're the ones that are getting the rich. And you are a dummy sitting there drawing for 10 hours at a time, trying to make this person happy, and then this person keeps adding on and on. Another request, another request. Okay, when all of their requests are finished and it's time now for, the payment, right? The payment. Okay, are we ready for the convention? Can I have those 2 tables you promised me? Because I did all of the work, Radio silence. When she wanted something, she was all snap, 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 quick, quick. Where are the files? It has to get done, this and that. And I have all of the receipts. I have all of the text. I have all of the screenshots. I have all of the deleted things that you deleted, because I screenshot things. You see, I screenshot things. I don't know why I do it. I just do it, And so now I have all of the receipts. And this is bigger than you. You know who you are. You know I'm talking about you. I'm not going to say your name, but you know who you are. Puchicon, everybody knows I'm not the first and I won't be the last. And the relationship is, as far as I'm concerned, terminated. So you don't need to send any cease and desist, because it's over. People already know. People are smart, man. People are smart. People know. And you can't hide behind any types of shields, because once you burn enough people and you burn your whole foundation, the house of cards falls. You see? So always demand payment as an artist. And it's very dangerous because there's artists out there that are setting a very dangerous trend that are, no, that are, I'm sorry, that are reinforcing a very dangerous trend of working for free. Working for free, internship. Oh, you get college credit. Oh, wow, a college credit? You think a college credit is gonna pay for eggs and milk at the store? You think a college credit is gonna pay rent or pay my bill? College credit ain't gonna do any of that. The only thing that's gonna do that is money. And the thing that's crazy is this, you have the money to pay. You have the money to pay. You have more than enough money to pay, which is therein lies the problem, which is bigger than you because you're not the only promoter to do it, right? You see dollar signs in your eyes. Multiply it, do the math, and you'll know what I'm saying is true. They say this ain't anything about my haters. Oh, you know what they say about my haters? This ain't anything about no haters, yo. This is about people that you burn and you take advantage of and you still taking advantage of. Listen, the people that's on your side right now, they're on your side right now because they haven't gotten scammed yet, right? They haven't gotten scammed yet. You see, that's the thing. Let's say you have 100,000 people. Let's say you have 7,000 people and you scam a percentage of those people. You could be like, well, I still have at least 6,000 people in my corner. But if you keep doing it every year, that number is going to decrease and word is going to get around. And you could have anybody sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, cease and desist, whatever you want to do. It's not going to matter because the fact of the matter is when you take 50 artists or 100 artists and you put them in a little room that violates fire safety standards because you want to cash in on $300 table, $300 table, $300 table. You're making all of this money. And you're getting free services on top of that. And you're charging people $90 for 3 days when they're not getting anything. And the lifeblood of the event, which are the artists, the panels, you know, the people who are actually doing all of the work, are not getting paid any of the money. And the person who's doing none of the work is getting all of the money. So it's reversed. You know, it's reversed. I did work for her. And my payment, which was low, she could have paid it. You know, I'm not saying thousands of dollars, but you have to pay something. You know, you have to pay something, right? So how did you decide to pay for a job that was designing badges and banners and all of this? And you deleted all of that, by the way, but I still have it. And the event took place. Other people went and had my badges and my artwork on their badges. Okay, so people didn't throw those badges away. They still have them. It's evidence. So I'm not saying anything inflammatory. I'm saying the truth, which the truth has to have its day, right? So this is the day when the truth has its day. Okay, you paid by giving us 2 tables. You kept up that part of the bargain. Congratulations. Now, if those 2 tables are in a janitor's closet, you know, does it really mean that that's payment? Is that how you treat the person who's designed your badges, right? Because there is an artist that you use, and he wants no money, no payment or whatever, done everything for free. I'm telling you, it's a dangerous trend. It speaks to the larger trend of, oh, artists work for free, artists work for free. No, as an artist, you do not work for free. You demand payment, money. Don't be, you know, there's this trend, oh, that art is not work, that, oh, you're just drawing pretty pictures. No, it's not, man. Because when you go outside and you see how the cities are structured with their signs, who do you think made that, right? It's a visual medium. So long story short, because I want to put this behind me now. I also want to do another video on Instagram and TikTok, you know, saying how artists get scammed by greedy promoters, okay? She put us in the corner of Puchicon, right? All the way in the corner, outside of Artist Alley. We're artists. And we're not going to be in Artist Alley? And you're talking about, oh, I love your art so much. I love your art so much. And you love my art so much that you would put me in the corner, in a darkened corner next to like a picture of 2 white guys who are the founders of the Hilton across from the chicken nuggets and the chicken nuggets and the $4 sodas. If you're there and you're hungry at a convention, what are you going to buy? A $4 sticker or $12 chicken nuggets, overpriced food? You know, and people, oh, but the foot traffic, you're right next to the food or whatever. No. Artist Alley. Artists belong in Artist Alley. Not outside next to the chicken nuggets where people come to you and they're like, are you part of this event? Are you part of Puchicon? Are you part of, are you, are, you know, we had people come up and ask us, are we part of the event? I don't know. We're BAM Comics. We came to the register to say BAM Comics. And the girl was like looking at me like I had two heads or something. BAM Comics, who's that? And then she was kneeling right there, right? And she looks at me and she was like, oh yeah, that's BAM Comics. They sponsored us. What? Sponsored? How? You didn't ask me anything about no sponsor, right? I'm just excited to get my artwork out there. So no, we didn't sponsor you. That was just you talking, inventing some stuff. Oh yeah, you're all the way down, BAM Comics, you're all the way down there. And then when I tell you about it, instead of answering me directly, you take a screenshot and then that's how you answer me. You take a screenshot of someone else's conversation because you don't talk directly. You go like around, you know, you have other people do the talking, right? So this person sends back a screenshot saying, well, at least they're not in Egypt or whatever, or they're not that far. They're not in Egypt. Snarky response. And then I text that back and she's like, oh, yes, yeah, you're not in Egypt. That's one of our workers. She's great. So to end this video, it's already like at the 16-minute mark. That's what's up, man. I'll probably do some more live videos, but to wrap this up and go to the other platforms to talk about it, to, you know, do this one again, just get paid. All right. That's what this whole experience has taught me. That's why the bigger story is not the fact that it was an unsuccessful con because of, you know, a promoter whose greed is, you know, surpasses the reach, you know, I mean, you know, this people coming in there from Florida, from Albany, from Pennsylvania, all of these vendors, all of these artists, man, and they deserve to get paid. They deserve to have their day too. Not just only one person. You understand? And so that's why effective immediately, I've cut myself off from any and all promoters such as these, and to go to more professional events like the high school for the New York High School for Art and Design, professional events like Fandom Fest. You know, professional events where the organizers and the promoters actually care about the vendors. They check up on you. Oh, here's some water. Are you doing all right? You know, how's your table going? And they'll offer you a water, you know, because they know setting up and standing for all of those hours is difficult. Not having doors closed, not charging people who are in the hotel a fee to come and see the artist, man. You're already getting enough money as it is, and you're there charging another fee on top of that to get more. Follow the money, add up all of the money, and you'll see that the artists, the promoters, and even the voice actors and the people who go there are not the ones that are earning the money. And that's just my piece of it. I'm going to put this behind me now. It's almost, you know, it's like what, 18 minutes, going to be 20-minute mark. I don't want this to turn into a rant by any means, but I just, for all of the artists out there who can hear this message, just know this: you're worth it. All right, you're worth it. As long as you practice your craft and you value yourself and you know you're worth it. Don't let anyone determine your value. Don't let anyone say, oh, but this is for an internship. Oh, but this is for free. Can you do me a favor? Oh, like, oh, do you accept this type of payment, that type of payment? The only type of payment that you accept in these financial times where one job ain't cutting it anymore, it's to say, no, I accept cash, I accept money payment, I accept direct deposit payment, real payment, all right, for real work done. And art, making art is real work, okay? Don't let anybody tell you different. This has been OC, one half of OC Artworks from BAM Comics, telling you to stay up, keep drawing, stay positive, and keep pushing forward. Peace.